What's up, guys? Howdily hodily. How's everybody doing out there in Bald Shredder land on this fantastic Wednesday night? I see a lot of my members in the crowd already. Ubi, Smoking Gun, New Mexico Saint, Jamie, and tons of other people. RJ's Cave, John, Retro Puffer, Surge Mo from Las Vegas, Fu Man Poo, love that name. Robert Sharp, Dave, Six String Stanger, Marlon, what's up, dude? Optimus, Dwight, Fretboard Diaries, Bobby, a lot of familiar faces. Well, not faces, guys. Bryce, and of course we got Mitch. It wouldn't be a live stream without Mitch. Clutch, Guitar Man 5051, Rod, another member. Thanks, Rod. Retro Puffer, did I already say your name? JB, you can hardly hear me. Can you guys hear me? According to my thing, the volume is good. JB says he can hardly hear me. Can you hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me? I can turn it up a little bit if you can't hear me. Ubi says he hears me fine. Oh, and he corrected it. Fine. Alrighty. You know what? Let me check my settings real quick. New Mexico Saint, $9.99 on the Great Tone Fund. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so mostly everybody's saying you hear me loud and clear. Alrighty. So JB, you might want to check something on whatever you're listening to. Maybe turn up the volume. I don't know. Well, you know, let me check the settings real quick. Sometimes, if you guys remember before, like the thing changed on the settings one time. So I'm going to check it now. Hold on. Let me see. Where's the sound? Where's the sound? Ah, there it is. The volume went down to 76. Okay, back up to 100. All right, guys. So I cranked it up a little bit. Let me know if that's better. How's that? Does that sound better? I know there's a little delay in the me talking and you guys answering, like a 10-second delay. So how's that? Sounding better? You guys are hearing? I mean, everybody wants to hear my lovely voice loud and clear, right? Yeah. It's like you know, like George Clooney's reading a novel to you or something. You know, well, not George Clooney. Who's got a really good voice? James Earl Jones? I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Robin Kelly. Okay, guess what, guys? This is not the 4K camera. Okay, the members are asking me about a new webcam because when I did the member live stream, if I can talk, when I did the member live stream on a Sunday, I was using a new webcam that I bought. It's a 4K webcam. And it was not working properly. Like it was lagging. You know, there was some like latency or whatever. And I looked up like information like why it would be doing that. The one I'm using right now, guys, the one I've always been using, it is a 1080. If you know what that means. Like it has to do with like the quality of the picture. So the current one is 1080. This one's a 4K. And when I looked it up to like, well, why would it be doing that? And it just basically said, my computer does not have enough processing power to keep up with the 4K picture for the live. So I don't know of any way that I can fix that other than like buying a new, more powerful computer, which I am not in the mood to do right at this moment. So I think I'm probably just going to return this and just stick with the 1080. Unless somebody knows a way to fix that. Now, Rob is saying it still looks clear. Well, that's because I didn't only buy the new webcam. I also bought a new light that I stuck right here. That's why it's like, here, look in the reflection, guys. Look at my reflection. You can see it. There it is. It is a ring light. You see it? See the ring? It's reflecting on my glasses and my eye. That's crazy. It's 6 inches. It's about that big. And it's literally sitting right here next to my monitor, blasting right in my face. So I think that's making the picture a little clearer, just better lighting. So I guess I'll stick with the light and the 1080 webcam. And, you know, I got the microphone. You guys can hear me. I mean, come on, man. What, are we at Paramount Pictures here? No, we're just in the Bald Shredder's music room, so it's as good as it's gonna get. Sergmo, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I feel bad if I'm saying Sergmo just joined. Or wait, he gifted 1 Bald Shredder membership. I don't know what that means. That's the first time. Oh, Time Surfing Alien. Okay, very cool. So now Time Surfing Alien has a membership gifted by Sergmo. Very nice. Wow. I mean, that's very generous. Hey, totally cool. Anyway, awesome, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Ubi says to drop by his low quality live stream sometime. Okay. Well, I will see if I can do that. But anyway, Brian, you're not using a webcam when you go live? You're just using your iPhone? Looks fine to me, dude. I mean, you know, I've been in like one of your live streams and it didn't look bad to me. But these webcams are pretty inexpensive, you know, like less than $50, way less than $50 for the 1080 one, like maybe like $30 or something on Amazon. Duh. Yeah. And Mitch saying, I don't want to live stream with the 4K. Okay. Well, I will take Mitch's word for it because Mitch is like my computer guru. You know, I was just trying to improve the picture. I was just trying to get like a, you know, better quality picture. But anyway, yeah, I'll just return it. It was like $40-something for the 4K one. Now, guys, speaking of like the memberships and everything, so, you know, there supposedly is some way that I can give out 5 free memberships, like per month, something like that. I think they're only good for 1 month, and then if you wanted to continue to be a member, then you'd have to sign up. But I'm not really sure how to do that. Let's see if I can figure out a way. How do I gift memberships? I'm looking at the chat box over here. I'm going to click on the 3 circles. I should probably watch a YouTube video on how to do that, right? Maybe if I hit the little plus icon here. What does that do? No, that didn't do anything. It just said Q&A, start a poll. I'm going to have to look it up again, guys, because there is a way to do it. I don't remember. I need to watch a YouTube video of somebody doing it, and then I'll know how to do it, right? So hopefully next time. Anyway. Okay, so let's talk about some Leo Jaymz stuff here, since Russell saying he was surprised to learn that Leo Jaymz is a real guy. Yeah, Leo Jaymz is a guy. You saw his picture. And guess what, guys? I have a Leo Jaymz video coming out tomorrow. And you're going to see that same picture that I took of Leo holding the green guitar with the Floyd Rose style bridge. That's the thumbnail of the video. So when you see that picture, Leo holding the guitar, you know that's my new video. Because it's all about, the video tomorrow is all about the Leo Jaymz stuff. And in the video, I'm showing the 8 Leo Jaymz guitars that I brought home from the NAMM show. That will be for sale, 8 of them. However, 2 of them are already spoken for. So actually there will be 6 available. Nothing is in my eBay store yet, guys. I didn't want to put it in there before the video came out. But tomorrow morning, there will be at least 1 in my eBay store, like right about the same time that the video pops up on YouTube. that's about all I have to say. All the Leo Jaymz stuff will be in the video tomorrow, guys. About like what we talked about, and you know, stuff that he has coming up this year. And is he worried about the tariffs? Of course he's worried about it. Anybody that is doing any kind of business, you know, China, the United States, or I'm sure any country where the tariffs are being imposed, I'm sure they're all worried about how it's going to affect their business. So yeah, he's worried about it because nobody knows for sure, like how is it going to affect things, you know, like in a negative way, but like how much will it affect it? So it's just a lot of questions at this point. And when you own your own business and you're trying to run your own business, it's not a good feeling to have these, you know, these huge question marks hanging over your head going, what's going to happen? You know, what, oh boy. So I'm sure he's a little nervous about it. We didn't talk too much about that stuff, but yeah, he's like everybody, waiting to see what's going to happen. So we'll see. And yes, Rob in Cali talking about the bass guitars. Yeah, Leo Jaymz is selling bass guitars now, guys. Did you guys know that? And they've got like a bunch of them on Amazon, a whole bunch of different ones, like body shapes, styles, you know, just different things. Yeah, so if you're in the market for a bass guitar, check out the Leo Jaymz bass guitars on Amazon. I have one that he gave to me that I will do a video on like pretty soon, you know, not too far away. And then I have the two of them that I brought back that are going to be for sale. One of those two is already spoken for by one of my members. So I will have one of those bass guitars in my eBay store, probably. Anyway. So let's see. JB said he ordered a bunch of stuff because the prices are going to skyrocket. Yeah, maybe. Are they going to skyrocket? I mean, I don't know if we could say like absolutely for sure they're going to skyrocket, or, you know, like they'll go up, but by how much are they going to go up? If there's a 25% tariff, will the prices go up by 25%? You know, it's like those are the things I wonder. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. I don't know. Maybe the golden age of super cheap guitars is going to come to an end. I hope not. That would be a bummer, but you never know. You never know. Tom is asking me if I've ever checked out the IYV double necks. I have not. I've checked out a lot of IYV stuff. I brought home one of their custom guitars from the NAMM show. I'll be doing a video on that in March. I will also be doing a video on this monster right here, this stand-up electric bass. That's an IYV custom job. I'll probably do the video with that and the guitar from NAMM. I'll probably do them both in the same video because I need to do them both in March. So anyway, okay, so guys, the classic bald shredder clip of the week, and this is going to be, for the members, this is going to be the next backing track video in a day or two, whenever I get around to making the video. But it'll be this track minus all the solos and harmonies, just like the other backing tracks that are in the members only section. So in this, well, you'll see. I'll talk a little bit about the clip after I show it. So here's the intro. All right, guys. Hey, look who showed up to say hi. It's the Bud Man. Okay, yeah, thanks, buddy. Say hi to everybody, buddy. Look right there, buddy. Look up there. Look. Hello. Roof. You guys can't see it, but his little tail's going. Anyway, hey, Brian, searching for tone. Yeah, cool. Thank you. He just went and bought a Leo Jaymz bass, and he used one of my affiliate links. So yes, it definitely helps. Anytime somebody uses one of my affiliate links, even if you buy something else on Amazon, because you went in through that link, I will get a commission on what you bought. So that's cool. So yeah, very cool. Thank you very much. Drew, that was not an impromptu jam. That was a completely written out, and recorded song with overdubs and everything. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, that will be the next backing track in the members section in a day or two. And then I already missed who it was. Somebody said that, because I remember last time I was talking about, like, is that brand still around because you can't find their guitars on Amazon anymore? And one of you guys said they are still around. They just have their own website now, which I didn't know. I'm going to have to look for that and hit them up for like some more reviews. I have to see if they have any like new models or anything, they might need, or they might want a review, although they haven't gotten a hold of me, so maybe they don't. I don't know. Does Buddy play too? Yes. Buddy plays the, I don't know what he plays. He plays it destroying everything. That's what he plays. Yeah, he gets up on the dining room table, if you can believe that. Lay in your bed. There you go. Good job. Of course, when nobody's looking, right? When nobody's there, it's like I'll just randomly walk in the other room, and there he is on the big dining room table. Like one of those long ones, not the kitchen table, the dining room table, looking for stuff to destroy, to eat, to chew. He is a shredder. He is a shredder, but a different kind of shredder. Mitch, yeah, I know. Hey, Mitch, sorry to hear about that, dude. I know losing a dog is really hard. It's really hard. It's very sad. Anyway, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, stuff coming up this year. But, I'll get to that in a second. Fisticuffler, talking about the Lynch Firefly guitar and saying it was up not even a half a day and it was gone. Firefly was supposed to send me one of those. And I asked the guy twice during July, and he was like, yeah. Well, I'm going to send it, like end of the month or beginning of February. Don't worry, I'm going to send it. I don't know if he's still sending me one. It's kind of like, I want it. I want to do a video on it, but people get mad when you do a video, especially the Firefly stuff, because it sells out. Like, this seems to always happen on the popular stuff. It sells out really quick. And then somebody like Guitar Max, like with the Eddie Van Halen guitars, the Firefly ones, he'll do a video on it, and it's like, you can't even buy it because it's already sold out. So it's like, hey, so here's this new Firefly guitar that I got. Check it out. It's really cool. You should buy it, but you can't because it's sold out. And people get mad about that, which I can't blame them, because it's like, why are you promoting a model that's not even there and we can't even buy it? Maybe it'll come back, but anyway, I don't know if I should message the guy again, because I already messaged him like twice, the first time when they first showed a picture of it. This is like a month ago. And I was like, hey, can you send me that one so I'll do a video on it? And he's like, yeah, I will. And then a few weeks went by, and I was like, so have you sent that one yet? He's like, yeah, not yet. We're going to send it end of the month. So I don't know if I should message him a third time. He'd be like, so dude, did you send it? I don't know. So anyway, if I don't get it, I'm going to be disappointed because, you know, George Lynch and Paul Gilbert, they are neck and neck tied for my two favorite guitar players. But George Lynch was he came before Paul Gilbert. He was my big early influence. So, and I always wanted the tiger stripe guitar like that. I still think about having like a custom one made, you know, with that kind of paint job, the tiger stripe paint job. Maybe I'll have IYV make one for me with a hardtail and not a Floyd Rose, but anyway. And I believe it was Brian. Brian, you still in there? Searching for tone? He just did a video complaining about this Firefly stuff that, you know, hey, you can't get their stuff. It's always sold out. And he's like, I think I'm done with Firefly. Something like that. Right, Brian? You still in there? Yeah, I have this one. I don't know if you guys remember this one. It used to be hanging behind me, but now it's hanging here. So I made this one. This is one of my custom builds, right? And the tiger stripes, they're carved into the body like George's Mr. Scary guitars. You know, he makes what does he call it? The burnt tiger. Of course, his has a Floyd Rose and usually doesn't have a neck pickup. But I made it for me, so I made it with the hardtail and the two humbuckers. And then the reverse banana headstock or whatever you call that. So, pretty awesome guitar. Not just pretty awesome, really awesome. Buddy. I should probably let Buddy out. He's looking antsy. Let me hang that up. Hey, we got Cucumber in the house. What's up, dude? And Mr. JW. Mr. JW, a place to get a custom neck made inexpensively. Well, hold on, guys. I'm going to let Buddy out. Come on, Buddy. I don't want you. You want out or not? You can't be walking around in here. You're making me nervous, like you're going to pee on something. Out, go or stay. Go or stay. Which one? Okay, see you later. I don't like it when he's walking around investigating and sniffing because he's either chewing on something or he's peeing on something when he's doing that. And I just took him for a walk right before the live stream, so he shouldn't have to go to the bathroom already. Anyway. Inexpensive custom neck. That was the question. You know, custom and inexpensive, that's kind of like, I mean, if you got a custom neck through either Musiccraft or Warmoth, those necks would be totally awesome, but they are not inexpensive. Probably kind of in the inexpensive or not as expensive as those guys would be IYV. I had IYV make me 3 custom necks. This one right here, guys. This neck did not come on this guitar. I asked IYV, this is one of the 3 necks that I had them make me because I knew I was going to pair it up with this body. So that's why I had them do the headstock in red. And it is an awesome neck. So yeah, I would recommend IYV. I mean, it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be a $30 neck and you got to pay for shipping. That's why I did 3 necks because, you know, you combine the shipping and then I think for the 3 necks, including the shipping at the time, it came out to like $91 per neck for completely custom neck. You know, like I specified how thick the profile is, the nut width, the headstock shape, everything. I don't know where else you're going to find that level of customization at that price. So, and they're really good. But I wouldn't try to contact IYV until the end of the month because they're on like a 1-month holiday. every year about this time, they have like a 1 month holiday in Vietnam. So yeah, if you try to send them an email or anything, I would do it at the end of the month. No, that neck does not have stainless steel frets. At the time that I had those necks made, they did not have stainless steel frets. I think they have them now, though. So when I do my next custom build with them, which will be in the spring, I'm still deciding what it's going to be. Maybe that one will have stainless steel frets, so we'll see. What's the difference between C, modern C, and D? I don't know. C is a little more rounded, and D is a little more flat on the back. A little flat. For me, the D is like flatter and thinner, usually. Marlon, I used a 1/4-inch trim router that I bought at Harbor Freight for like 30 bucks. Really cheap. It was really easy to do. Yeah, really easy. The hard part was sanding all the little edges just to smooth them out. Excuse me. But cutting those, like the stripes, I just drew them on with a pencil, and then I just followed the line. And then I had to, by hand with a little piece of sandpaper, sand all the edges to get everything like smooth and a little bit rounded off so that all the edges weren't like super sharp. Okay, what was I going to say? Things coming up this year. So you guys know I was just at the NAMM show. I had the video. Was it last week? I already forgot. It was last week, right? Yeah. Last week I did the video talking about what I did and what I saw on some of the companies that I talked to. So the really good news, guys, is that the 3 places that I really wanted to make a connection with, 3 really cool places, and these are companies that I haven't done business with before. I'm not going to say their names, but if you guys watch my video, you're probably going to know who they were. I've already been in contact with them. I mean, after the NAMM show, right? As an email. And all 3 have expressed interest in having me review their stuff. One of them would probably be pretty soon, and the second one would be also pretty soon, but I don't know for sure. They're like, we'll get back to you in a few weeks, but yes, we want to do something. And then the third one was like the one that I wasn't sure if I would hear from them or not. They said they're definitely interested, but they're working on some stuff with the company, distribution, whatever, and they would want to do something later in the year. So it's 3 places that I really wanted to connect with, and all 3 said, yes, we're interested, and we want to have you do something, and we'll see if it happens. So if all 3 of those come through, that's going to be big for me this year. Because there are 3 things that I've, 3 brands, 3 names, 3 guitar names that I've never reviewed on the channel yet. And talked to all 3 of them at the NAMM show, and it's like, wow, it's the power of in-person connecting, I think. Because at least one of those companies, I had emailed and it just never went anywhere. But the fact that I was there and talking to the guy in person and handed him my card, and then it's that human connection, that personal connection. And, maybe I've just got the right kind of, I don't know what it is, but I think it does make a difference. You see somebody in person, you talk to them, you can tell them about what you're doing, what you're about, what you're interested in, and so we'll see. But hey, Lester, we got Lester in the house. Yeah, Lester made it to 9,000 subs, guys. And if you are not subscribed to Lester Mitchell, well, you should be. If you're not subscribed to him yet, then just do it. Subscribe. One of my favorites. You guys know that already. Anyway, but here's what I want to tell you guys. Nothing is ever for sure until that guitar arrives on my doorstep. I've had a lot of deals fall through. Like, if I really thought about it, I could probably come up with at least 10 people or 10 companies that were, yeah, we're going to send you a guitar. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, we're interested. Oh, we'd love to do that. And then for whatever reason, it just fell through and never happened. I mean, some of them were quite elaborate. One of them, this was another company that I met at the NAMM show a few NAMMs back. They were really interested. We even had a meeting on Zoom after NAMM. Like a couple weeks later, had a Zoom meeting with their marketing department talking about what I was going to do, and they were going to build me a specific guitar, their model. But I said, can you do it with the jumbo frets and a thin neck? Yep. And they even told me, yeah, we're in the process of building this guitar for you. It'll be done in a couple months, whatever. Sent me, updates. Yeah, we're working on it. And then I sent a couple emails. A couple months go by. Sent an email. Yeah, it'll be done pretty soon. And then after that, it's just poof, nothing. They just ghosted me after that. And they're still at the NAMM show. They're still there. I saw their booth. I saw the guy, but I don't bother talking to him because obviously they're not interested. They lost interest, whatever. For whatever reason, you never know what the reason is, but I have people emailing me all the time. I had another guy email me recently saying he wants to build me a custom guitar. And he asked me, what do you want? Tell me what you want. Shape, specs, all this stuff. And I'm going to build it, or his company, whatever. Talk to another guy. We're going to make it. We're going to have it made. And then we'll send it to you so you can do a video. So will that happen? I mean, hopefully, but who knows? Like I said, until the guitar shows up on my door, it's never like for sure or certain. And that's just the nature of this kind of thing, If you don't have a contract or something, it's just somebody in an email saying, yeah, we would love to do that. Like I said, a lot of times people saying, yes, we want you to review our guitar. Or they'll email me and they'll ask me. A lot of times they're approaching me, asking me. And then I reply back, yeah, I'm interested. Sure, cool. Yeah, let's do it. And then it just goes nowhere. So anyway. So fingers crossed on those three guys, though, because the three that I'm talking about, they would be a big deal for me and for the channel. No, I'm not talking about Fender. I'm not talking about Gibson. Not that. But these are kind of like a step up from the really, a step up? I don't know if I should say that. Two of them are kind of a step up. One of them's kind of a step sideways. But again, three brands that I've never done before. So it looks promising. It looks promising. Fingers crossed, guys. Captain Craig, what's up, dude? I think I haven't seen you in the live stream like for a couple of weeks or so. Is that right? Or am I imagining that? But anyway, hey, cool to see you there. Blue Mox, everybody. Okay, all right, guys. Now, I've been yapping and talking and kind of ignoring the chat. So let's see, it's 7:41. All right, let's go ahead and go for new member. That's what we need to do. I was going to do questions, but you know what? You guys want to see the little me with the pom-poms, right? So guess what, guys? We only had one new Bald Shredder member in the past week. In fact, I think he joined during the live stream last week. Where is it? Members shout out. Here it is.
Bald Shredder member shout outs. Yay!
All right, that was it. Now, where is it? New members list. Okay, here it is, guys. New York Chokehold. I think Edward and Smoking Gun, I think you guys were in it last week. I don't remember. Did I show Edward's name last week? If not, anyway, those are the most recent three as of before the live stream. And then I know we've had a couple of new people today, so their names will be in it next time. So really appreciate that, guys. Don't you guys love seeing the pom-poms? Whoa, we just got another new one. John Dotson. All right, John. You'll see your name up on the screen just like those guys next week. So it's good news, guys. Next week, you're going to see the pom-poms again. I know you guys like that. Don't pretend like you don't. You know, I know you like it. Everybody loves it. Who doesn't love a good cheerleader? All right. Okay. Questions. Comments. Questions. Comments. I'm going to tractor beam. I'm going to focus on the chat. Focusing on the chat, guys. Oh, by the way, while I'm waiting for the questions to come in, you know that track that I played for you guys earlier, with the green headless boy and Zeke? That song is on my album, Dawn of the Shredder. It's track number 3 called Echo Chamber. And you can get those CDs in my eBay store. Yeah, I'm going to put that link in the chat. I would really love it if somebody would order my CDs this week. Nobody's ordered my CDs this week. So I would really love it for any of you guys if you don't have the CDs yet. Okay, questions, guys. And yes, I'm drinking Japanese green tea. I had to order a box off of Amazon because I can't find it at Costco anymore. They only had it briefly. It's kind of expensive, so I don't buy it very often. I don't have any ridiculous offers of the week. I do not. Yeah, I didn't get any like crazy emails. You know, nobody asking me to do like a hair dryer or the stainless steel kitty litter box. Nothing like that, guys. Unfortunately. Blue Mox, yes, they are available as a download. If you go down to the description in this live chat or any of my videos, look in the description towards the bottom. There's links for every album title and the Amazon link. If you go to the Amazon link, you can download them all from Amazon. That works too. Have I ever made my own guitar? Of course I have. What? You're looking at it right here, dude. That's one of my custom builds right there. One of my many custom builds. See the one behind my head? This one? That's another custom build. See this one right here, the orange one? Awesome orange one. That's another custom build. Christian, you watched the Racer X cover. Yeah, that was mostly Lester. I just played a little part in that. But thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, Ron, I like doing the custom builds. In fact, my favorite guitars are usually my custom builds. Like that orange one right there is totally awesome. Here's another custom build. One of my favorite guitars right here. Check it out. Custom build. The neck and the body are from Warmouth. And I painted it and put it together and assembled it. And this thing shreds. Oh yeah, Mr. JW, good point. Yes, you can download the CDs, but each CD, the physical CD, got them right here, guys. Each CD has 5 bonus tracks, and those 5 bonus tracks are only on the CDs. They're not on the download or the streaming. So I had to give people a reason to buy the CDs. So if you buy the set, that's 10 extra songs that you can only hear on the CDs. Do I like Chris Pelletieri? Yes. Yes. He's a monster player and a very cool guy. Not a Jedi. I know how to make custom guitars. I know how to make my own custom guitars. I have to buy the body and I have to buy the neck. I don't cut the body. You know, I buy a body that's already made and I finish it in the color, whatever, and then assemble it, put it all together. I can do that. I've done it many times. I do good point, Clutch. Crappy weather. I don't usually work on custom stuff like in the wintertime because it gets dark so early and it's cold and stuff. And usually I do most of my customs in the summertime. That's when I have more free time also. Any guitars on order? That was a question earlier. I always have stuff coming in, guys. I actually have another Jackson guitar. I've had it for like a month. It's sitting over there. I'm not going to show it to you guys. And I will be doing a video on it like pretty soon. But we'll see. What model is that orange Ibanez? I don't have an Ibanez. What orange Ibanez are you referring to? I don't have an orange Ibanez. Are you talking about this one? That's not an Ibanez. That was made by IYV. That was like a kind of a Racer X inspired replica that I had made by IYV specifically for me. Mr. JW. Yeah, it's a little bit cold. But by other people's standards, it wouldn't be cold. But for me, it's kind of cold. Craig says, what am I waiting for on the Jackson? Well, here's the thing, guys. When people send me a guitar for a review, you know, like a company, like Fesley or Donner, whatever, those have to take priority over the guitars that I bought myself. Because if I bought it myself, I can wait on that. You know, Jackson's not calling me or emailing me, hey, when are you going to do that Jackson video? They're not, because I bought it. But, you know, Fesley, they want that video up soon. Donner, they want the video up soon. So when I have like the sponsored videos, whatever, I have to get that stuff up in a timely manner. So when I buy stuff or my custom stuff that I make myself, that always kind of has to wait until there's a like kind of an open spot where I have time to do the video. I am right there with you, Fisticuffer. Yeah, start in spring and then stop in fall. Yeah, even though it's not super cold here, guys, I don't like working out in my garage or stuff. You know, if it's something I can do inside, but if it's outside stuff in the wintertime, not very fun. Okay. Okay, guys, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, did you guys see that there's a couple of like news items from the past week or so? I just saw today that Ozzy Osbourne is going to do his last concert at some big festival. I don't remember the date or the place. I don't remember the name of the festival. It's a big concert. It's going to have tons of bands playing, Metallica, whatever. But he's going to play a solo set, a short solo set, and then Black Sabbath is going to play. That's going to be the, you know, they're going to be the headliner. All the original members of Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi, Bill Ward, and Geezer Butler, and of course Ozzy. And supposedly that's going to be his last concert ever. So that's kind of big news if you're like an Ozzy fan and you've never seen Ozzy, or if you've never seen Black Sabbath. But it's only one concert, so if you don't live in that area, you'd have to travel there. Good night, John Dotson. Good night. And anybody else who's checking out, good night. And then, oh, and the other one, this is more interesting for me than the Ozzy thing, because I'm not, I mean, I like some of his songs, but I'm not a huge Ozzy or Black Sabbath fan. Rat, did you guys see the news that Warren DeMartini has joined back together with Stephen Pearcy, and they're going to do a show at some big festival show, and they're not calling it Rat because it's only Stephen and Warren, and they don't have the drummer Bobby Blotzer. They're not using the bass player Juan, the original bass player. So I guess they can't call it Rat. I don't know. Anyway, it's advertised as Stephen Pearcy plus Warren DeMartini of Rat, or playing the songs of Rat. But they are bringing in Carlos Cavazo, who was in Rat the last time that Rat was around with their last album. He played on the album and they toured together. So that's pretty cool because he's a great guitar player too. And then I think it's Blas, the drummer that was from Slaughter. He's on drums, and then I forget the name of the guy that's on bass. I can't remember. But it just makes me wonder, like, if they will do more stuff after that. It would be cool if they recorded more new music, because I really liked that last Rat album. I have the CD over there on my CD rack somewhere. A lot of good tunes on that. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob. Green tea fund, so I can buy more green tea. I really appreciate that. I love this green tea. And it's good for you. There's no sugar in it. Joe R is here. You're late to the party, Joe, but hey, better late than never, right? Russell, you thought Carlos died? No, Carlos didn't die. The original Rat guitar player, Robin Crosby, he died years ago. But Carlos is still out there jamming and playing guitar. Clutch saying that they asked George Lynch to play in Rat. They did? I don't think that would work. Yeah, I can't see George like joining another band. He's just, you know, he does his own thing. I just could never see that working. Jakey Lee and Wolfgang will be at the Sabbath reunion. I knew Wolfgang was going to be there. I didn't know Jakey Lee was going to be there. That's interesting. Because as far as I know, like everything I've read is kind of bad blood between Jakey Lee and Sharon. I don't know about Ozzy. Hello, Chris. What's up, Chris? Coffee maker makes killer green tea. Stack 4 bags. Okay. Savatage is back and touring this year. You know, I could never get into Savatage after Chris passed away, the guitar player. And then they had a different singer for a while. You know, it wasn't John, the brother. It was a different singer. I didn't like that, the new singer that they had. Of course, this is many, many years back. It was just not the same for me after that. Streets, a rock opera. I love that album, Savatage. Great, great album. Warren and George are supposed to work on an album together. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll never see the light of day. Because George releases like 500 albums a year, and he's playing in about 200 different bands. Meanwhile, Warren plays one concert every 10 years and never releases any new music. So they're like polar opposites, you know? It would be cool at that concert if Jakey Lee got up and played with Ozzy. They should do that. I don't know. Is that the plan? I haven't read about that. If he got up and played Bark at the Moon with Ozzy, I mean, people would love that. And I hope they would pay him well to do that. All right, guys, we got about 2.5 minutes here, a couple minutes. Any last questions or comments for me, your one and only Bald Shredder? Remember, guys, Leo James video tomorrow, talking about the things that I talked about with Leo Jaymz and showing you the 8 guitars that I brought home from the NAMM show, the 8 Leo Jaymz guitars. Questions or comments, guys? Couple minutes left. Well, Craig, I don't know if I can bet that he will be playing because, like I said, for years and years and years, there's been a lot of bad blood between Jakey Lee and Sharon. So maybe they made up. I don't know. Yeah, Brian says it's cool to meet the guy behind the brand. Yeah, it absolutely is. You know what? On the NAMM show on Saturday, after it was over on Saturday, that was the last day, we walked down the street, like 1 block, to a Denny's, and we had dinner at Denny's. I had dinner with Leo Jaymz at Denny's. He ate a hamburger, and he ate it with a fork and a knife. You know, like, here's your burger, and he's cutting it and then getting it with a fork. I'm like, Leo, that's not how you eat a hamburger. What are you doing? And he says, oh, I can't fit it in my mouth. It's too big. I have to cut it into pieces. Okay. Marlon, I really don't have an opinion on the new Fenders standards that are made in Indonesia because I haven't, I don't have one. I haven't played it. I haven't held one in my hand. And because Fender had closed doors at the NAMM show, I wasn't able to check it out. So I have no idea if, like, are they good? Are they worth it? $600? I think I could get a much better guitar for $600, less than $600. I don't need to buy a guitar just because it says Fender on the headstock. I bet there are Squires that are half the price that are just as good, if not better. Russell, I don't really have any thoughts on the Rockman. I haven't checked out a Rockman in a long time. I just remember my first thought is like they sounded really chorusy, but I suppose you can turn the chorus on or off. I had like a knockoff Rockman when I was a teenager back in the 80s, and it didn't sound that good. Scott, yes, I've done a review on pretty much every Enya guitar. The carbon fiber ones, the one with the 2 pickups, the acoustic ones, the travel guitars. If you go into the search box and you type the bald shredder Enya, you'll see all the Enya videos that I've done. I've done them all. Go and watch those videos and you'll see what I think about those guitars. All right, Dave, I will tell Metal Dude that you said hi. Yeah, for the most part, guys, the videos that I've seen, people talking about the new Fender standard, the one made in Indonesia, they have not been very impressed. You know, the reviews have not been great. So, yeah. Clutch said they're 4-piece bodies. Really? Wow. Mitch, how many Gibsons and Fenders have you ever owned? Let me think about that for a second. 0. None. I don't spend that kind of money on guitars. You know, to buy a real Fender or a real Gibson, that's significant money. I could buy one of those if I wanted to. I have enough money to buy one of those guitars, or 2 or 3 or whatever. I just don't want to spend that much. For me, it's just not necessary. It's not necessary, and I don't need a real Gibson. I don't need a real Fender. So, don't have any. Although I do have a couple of knockoffs from AliExpress. Poplar wood? Oh no, not poplar. What's wrong with poplar? All right, guys, I need to wrap this up, and because we are at 8:03 and I got somebody knocking at the door. So, alrighty, guys. Shay, any interest in the new Steve Brown hardtails? Yes, yes, yes. I am interested in the SBS hardtails. I'm hoping that they will send one to me in the next round of reviews. Maybe. They said they might, so we'll see. All right, guys, so thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be on the lookout for my Leo James video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. And have a great weekend. And I will have a new video on Monday. You'll have to wait till Monday to see what it is. And that's it. All right, guys, I'm going to do my countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Later, everybody.